Anybody have a drink? No, okay. My name's Richard Coppin. I'd never heard of Hampton College until I found out. So I found out Old Shore. From then on, I just became obsessed with it. When I was there, I planned to study Greek, which everybody told me not to do. Literally everybody. Judy, this boring girl I met on campus, my advisor, my old professor, everybody said it was a terrible idea. I'd never get in, but I did. I hunted Julian down, the head of the Greek department, and make him let me in. It was perfect. I mean, everything was just perfect while I was there. But then, see, this is what happens. They let me in to their club, but they didn't let me in on their secrets. And that was a good thing about Bunny. He was always so drunk that he would just tell me everything. One night he called me up and told me that Henry had killed somebody. And I honestly didn't care. But that was when everything got ruined. After Henry killed somebody, they planned to leave the country without me. I mean, I didn't even care that they did that. I mean, but why would they? Anyways, I would spend the weekends at Francis's house, which was fine. We would go have dinner at Henry's, and it was always, the dinners were odd, I gotta be honest. I mean, it was, every night Julian would show up, which I don't really know why. He and Henry had the oddest relationship. Once I swear I saw them kissing, which was just weird because Julian was like in his 50s and Henry was like my age, 20s. Every night, Julian would just rise with his wine glass and say, "To live forever." After those dinners though, it's when it got weird. Everybody would start getting drunk and crazy, and they would say that they're trying to get into this bacchanal. I didn't understand it. When they killed that one guy in the woods, that's what happened. They fully just let themselves go. I was more offended that they didn't invite me. At one point, Bunny started, obviously because I knew all their secrets after Bunny told me, Bunny started threatening Henry, saying that he would tell the police what they did that night. I didn't blame him, but Henry did. And that's when we planned to kill him. I don't know why I went along with it. I did actually like Bunny. He was nice. He was the only person who would invite me out, want to spend time with me. I don't know. We planned to kill him after this massive party. Call it a hiking accident. Let him wander into the woods, push him off a cliff. And that's what happened. But we didn't realize what would happen until it started snowing that night and his body got buried in the snow. Weeks later, a hiker uncovered his body and it turned into this whole thing. No, we're not gonna get into that. It was just no. I'm sorry, I can't talk about this anymore. Can we just, any questions?
You wanted to kill him. And you were gonna push him off, which you did. Why didn't you just then, if you made sure that he was dead, then call the police, say, hey, we were hiking and our friend slipped and fell? Instead of waiting for him to be discovered later on by a hiker, which caused a whole hit and caboodle, then people would naturally say, where were you? Why didn't you report it? Why didn't you report it the day it happened? He's dead.
Henry didn't think about it. I just kind of went with whatever Henry said.
So are you a follower?
I would have done whatever it took to keep them in my life.
were you going to school for?
I don't really know. I found that I excelled at Greek for no particular reason and just stuck with it.
Are you sorry you did it?
I'm haunted by what happened, but I'm not sure if I regret it.
If you said Bunny was the only one who actually treated you goodly and as a good person and treated you nice, why were you accepting to kill him when no one else was nice to you and wanting to keep them in your lives?
It's a good question. I find myself asking that on a daily basis. Again,
You find yourself suicidal today? Yeah. As your state right now?
no. Henry, I think he is.
Do you find yourself desensitized to death?
I guess. Yeah.
Given your explanation of how you are about Henry, do you feel like he is now like a big part of your identity? Like partially a part of you came to think, unless it's, resolved with him?
I would say so. People say I have. They joked about my fatal flaw being longing for the picturesque at all costs, no matter how morbid.
Would you consider yourself a coward?
No.
Any one final